Hi people, how you doing? So today I'm doing the second part of the introduction of the dimensional system. I decided to channel most of the videos that are about to come at the same time that I'm doing them. I've customed a little bit my pen, as you see there. And yeah, I do this because the segmentation is not something that I'm used to talk about, let's say. Sorry, it's segmentation. No, just because I realized that it's easier for me to explain it to you while incorporating elements that can be useful for you as a new listener, as a beginner. Because I'm used to channel it for myself and creating my own vision of the structure, so I don't go into certain details. But I understand that for a person who has a normal vision of life, who hasn't the kind of high point of view that I kind of have sometimes, it would be easier for them if I go in those details. So here we are. So first of all, I'll explain to you that a dimensional system can be divided. So this, I think you know it. It is the division. Okay, so this is a part of the dimensional system. Dimensional system is also about dimensions. Okay, so what are dimensions? Dimensions are fields of experience or fields of consciousness, in which, in the case of the fields of experience, life, so the energy of life inside of a body, will experiment other forms, or it will experiment feelings or ideas or inspirations. And for those who are fields of consciousness, it is still the same force of life energy, but it is going to decide where it will go. It is going to change its direction. So as I told you, the uneven dimensions, which are the fields of experience, are places. You can see it as physical places, as different rooms of the same house. Okay? And the places of creations are like doors. They will lead it to another house, another place. So for example, the second dimension is about the link. What you will feel inside of you, the emotions you will feel in regard to a situation or a person, will determine how you will act toward it, so where you will go. So in the first dimension, it is the form. It's when you're in your vehicle, so the body, for example, here. In the second dimension, the link. So you will link with other forms, and there will be an exchange of material inside of this. The material can be also feelings. So depending on how you will feel the connection with another person or another object, for example, if you fear a predator, an animal, if you're in the wild, you fear the predator, so you're going to run away. So you will change your environment depending on what you felt in the link. Another case, you see someone that you like, so you exchange energies. In those energies, there are some that make you desire them, either sexually or either you just would like to be friends with them because you feel them, I'm gonna say, you feel them good. So you're going to come in contact with this person. So you're going to change your situation or the context, which is also about the third dimension. Because third dimension is about environment or context, it's the same. Because context are psychic environments. So you're going to change environment or context depending on what you felt on the second, so the link. So I'm going to draw something for you to understand this better. This is a body. This is the world. And this is the interaction between the body and the world. Okay? If the interaction is negative, the body is going to look for another world. It will try to find something that gives it positive feelings. you don't know which one to choose, but there is one which is positive. Okay? Because there's an infinity of worlds in our universe, there's an infinity of environment of third dimension. There is a big one, third dimension, the physical dimension, which are, but inside of it, there is different sub-third dimensions, which are the environments, the ecosystems. If the interaction with the world is positive, it gives it a positive feeling. It will make it so the body of the person wants to go deeper inside of this world. Understand me? So this is how the link, or the second dimension, will determine where you will go after it, after its dimension. So it determines in which environment you are going to go. For example, if your body sends you the message that it is hungry. So it's your relation, you as a spirit, as a consciousness, to your own form, which is your body, through the link between your own body and your consciousness. You understand me? Here, energy is located in the consciousness, and it is interacting with its body, so it is the self, but anyway, the self which is inside of the body, which is rooted in the sacral bone, so it's inside of the body, and which goes as a serpent behind the spine, as I told you. I say a serpent, it's just because of the image. There is no connotation, it's not a value judgment. I'm not judging the serpent, like there's no connotation, it's just because it's the shape. So it is in the body, so it feels it. So there is a link between those two forms, the body and the self. Through this link is exchanged energies. And the energy or information, because energy can be either information or feelings, which is a little bit more material. So the energy is an information plus a feeling, because it goes together in the reality. The information is, I'm hungry. This is what the body tells to the self. And the emotion, the feeling, is making it feel not really focused and feeling a little bit angry. This is the feeling that goes with the information. This is the yin part of the energy which is exchanged, so the feeling. So what will happen? Now you will decide as a self to go find some food. So you will change your state. You will change where you were. You were in a state of calm, peace, you were doing nothing. And now you feel that your body is hungry, so you have to move. So you come in a new state, which is a state of hunting or pursuing something. You're looking for something. You're not still anymore. So you change environment. Even though this environment is an inner one. It is how yourself feels are the goals of yourself, which is the light inside of you, which is your true being, invisible one. So this was another example, a more subtle one, for you to understand how the link, which is an even dimension, so a place of creation, will lead you to another place of experimentation. So it is a door. As you've seen it, it's not just going through a door. There's a process of analyzing the type of information that you perceive through this field, which is the field of consciousness or creation. And there is also a choosing in the way of reacting to this information. And those two elements together will determine where you will go in the next place, or where you will go in the next environment. I told you, if you like it, you're going deeper in this environment, so you're going to find new micro environment inside of this one. For example, you like a fruit on a tree, okay, you decide to go deeper in this forest, you explore a new environment. You was at the entry of the forest, you like this fruit, you decide to go deeper, maybe you will find some other fruits. So you're going to experiment a new environment. If you see an animal that you dislike because you think it's going to hunt you, you're going to try to find another environment where it isn't. So it makes you move. Understand me? So this was the first explanation as an introduction of how really does it go inside of those little cells as here, first, second, and third dimension. Took as a cell here, a cellule, and a unity that we try to understand. So know a little bit more about this. The introduction will be about that. I will try to explain the different unities, how they work together, And as well, it will be an opportunity for you to understand better what are the dimensions about, different dimensions. This place of the knowledge that I'm giving to you here, where we are right now, is a little bit hard to understand. It's really more conceptual because it is an introduction. And so I want to have a really high point of view, a wide angle of view. So for some of you, it might be hard to understand. If it is, just skip directly to the real knowledge. Skip the introductions, go to the real knowledge. And later on, when you would want to understand more about this, you go to the introductions and you will have a wider scope of vision. See you guys.